going a little, moving along. Frank Johnson's in the studio, the one and only.
Hey. Okay, there we go.
How you feel?
I'm good, man. I'm excited.
WPB Radio.
Whoa, are we in Radio 1?
Yeah, you know where you at, man. Tweeting, Facebooking, LinkedIning.
Yeah, you know, listen, I've always been, it's always been instilled to me to, communicate, over-communicate. So I want to let everybody know what's going on.
Tell them who you are.
Thank you for having me on. Well, my name is, first of all, it's Frank Johnson. I'm a native of Baltimore. I'm an inspiring entrepreneur, 25 plus year executive in the entertainment business. And
how many years?
About 25 plus.
Man, you only look 25.
Well, at least that's what you say.
Wow.
But, yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to be here.
No, you being modest. Stop, Frank.
No, really.
That means in the 25 years, you gotta leave my mic alone. Let me keep hearing all this reverb. You had to get, you went outside of Baltimore.
Yeah, I was in New York for, wow. How long was I in New York, Malik? 10 years? 10 years? At least about 10 years, maybe even 15 over an extensive amount of time. But 10 years in New York, I relocated to New York to become an executive for Def Jam, Island Def Jam Music Group, under the direction of our very own Kevin Lyles. And then when Kevin left the Universal system, I moved over to Warner Brothers with him, and I was there for about 7 to 8 years. So, yeah.
That's not a mild accomplishment, Frank. That's huge.
Well, it's not, but
let me share this. What I find even bigger than that is what you're doing now, because somewhere along the line, I'm figuring you learned how to pass the ball.
Well,
yes, no?
No, I did. I absolutely did. And I think it was just under direction of great leadership, with mentors. And, a lot of people say, wow, you always say Kevin Lyles. But great mentors like, one of my best friends, Malik Blandon, who's just, always been a great friend. And that's Malik over there. And
come on up, man. Stop playing.
He's very shy. He's not going to get on the mic. Even though I try to ask him to, he won't do it. But
you don't want to say a few words, man? All right. Hey, I admire that. Let me tell you, man. Hey, Frank, it's never the superstar. It's always the entourage. You don't know what I'm talking about. I done covered airframe since the slave ship. And there's always a minimum wage security guard down there with that bright yellow jacket on with the black letters say security that acts like a fool because they got a little part-time, temporary job. You can't go back here. I'm the press. My name's Doni Glover. I can go anywhere in this state. Except the penitentiary. We'll go down on a prison, on the prison ministry.
And I can imagine you'll be well received there.
Yeah, but my point is, whether we're the president or the security guard, give everybody respect. But sometimes we get starstruck. I'm working on my daughter. She's 12.
Power.
I don't want my daughter to be power struck by none of that. You are as special as anybody else out here on the planet.
Yep.
Ooh, help me out. So, all right. So who's this partner here?
So right next to me is it's amazing that a lot of people don't realize the wealth of successful people we have around us in Baltimore. And I was speaking to a couple of people in the last couple of days about just why haven't it been many successful people in the entertainment business out of Baltimore. Sitting right next to me is a gentleman who's written for Michael Jackson, Justin Timberlake, Madonna, platinum records, even up till current right now, the Beyonce Pepsi commercial you see on TV, the music you see under that, he produced it. So again, Daryl Pearson, who's a producer from Baltimore, writer, musician from Baltimore, and we're working on some very strategic things to try to uplift our entertainment industry in Baltimore. So Daryl, you can introduce yourself. I'm sorry.
Yeah, my name's Daryl Pearson. I'm from Baltimore. This is home.
Talk on the mic.
Always been home.
What part of town you from, man?
Grew up in Edmondson Village.
From the village?
Yeah, and then Randallstown area. I'm everywhere, East Side.
A songwriter?
Producer, songwriter, musician. I started out with Jodeci, writing with Devontae, and I played all the guitar and bass on their records and whatnot.
He's being very, very modest.
He's a trained musician.
He's being very, very modest right now, and I don't know. I guess that's
trained
how
in the church. like Transformation, New Harvest Ministries, under Bishop Saunders. I came up in the church and went out and did my thing, playing.
I got a test for you. I got a pop quiz for you, Mr. Pearson. Who is the greatest drummer in the world?
Who? Dennis Chambers.
Oh, my man. Now, you the one. Give that man a round of applause. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. The man know Dennis Chambers.
Dennis Chambers, Lorinda Featherstone, all those. They all my people. Blunt.
No, you couldn't ask me that question because I probably wouldn't have been able to answer.
That's a bona fide musician.
Yeah.
And Dennis is much the same way. As modest, as down-to-earth a person. I've never met Cyrus Chestnut in person, but Dennis, man, just modest, just like you, man.
That's right.
WPB Radio. What's it all about?
Well, about 4 years.
Your people been soliciting me, yeah, man, for a long time, man.
To come over?
Man, not just WPB, Frank Johnson. Man, you got disciples all over the place, man.
Yeah, I'm about empowering. And about 4 years ago, my wife decided that she, no disrespect to traditional radio, but she got tired of listening to the same thing over and over.
I got to come back here.
I believe you, but listen, in all due respect, Ma, I love what Kathy Hughes has done in media. She's done an amazing job. How many radio stations does she have across the country now?
At one point, we were in 180 market.
All right, and that's
roughly.
That's not even including. That's not even including her media.
TV1,
which is TV1, and so she's doing amazing
website.
Things. Listen, look at the quality of work that she is doing. So, in any instance, my wife decided that she wanted to create her own platform for listening to music, and we created WPB Radio. I created WPBRadio.com for her, which was primarily created for. Thank you.
What great gift.
Thank you.
To give to your wife.
And which was primarily created for jazz. And smooth R&B because she likes a little more mellow music than the rah-rah. And we created it 4 years ago, and today it's grown into growing into a prominent...
it's an empire, man. You're a media mogul, man. I've been polite about this. We're going to recognize this guy at the Be More News 11th anniversary on December 11th, and we wanted to get him on here beforehand. Life is short, and... if somebody's doing something good, I think it was a radio host, Al Stewart. That might be
Al
before.
was like my uncle.
You remember Al?
Yep,
and he used to say, do you know that line he used to say?
No, Al. I mean, his daughters Lisa and Roxy. They're family.
But he had a line that he would end every show with, and it talked about if someone is doing something good out there, then let them know right now.
Right, exactly.
And you're doing something great, Frank. You're helping. It's one thing to create an opportunity for yourself. But you've created an opportunity for countless others.
Yep. And that's what my goal has been. When I left New York and I resigned from Atlantic Records, which I'm still an executive, but I work out of office in my own world. And Kevin Lyles, who's given so much to me and on behalf of teaching me and mentoring me. And before I left New York, I asked Kevin, I said, Kevin, out of all the things you have given to me, knowledge, opportunity, when I go back to Baltimore to be with my family, because that's the reason I came back, what can I do for you for giving me so much? He said, Frank, I don't need you to do anything for me. All I want you to do is go back to Baltimore and put on for our city. Empower some people from our city. And that's amazing
Isn't that beautiful, man?
That's So
congratulations for catching the ball.
Yep, so that's what me and my partner Malik Blandon and Daryl and some countless others have been doing, trying to, we just started in conjunction with our WPBRadio.com, we started a hub. It's called the Creative Hub. We built out 1,700 square feet of space for events for people to be able to come.
Is this breaking news?
No, it's breaking news to probably some audiences. We've been doing a soft launch. We also have three. You got to stop across the street. We're literally right across the street. I don't know if you knew that.
You told me.
But we created offices for people who are aspiring business entrepreneurs who may not be able to afford rent and utilities and phone systems.
Is this the first time this news is being broken?
Yeah, this is
breaking news, folks. Media mogul offers opportunities for aspiring entrepreneurs.
Yep, this is first time on Donnie Glover's show.
That's all.
Very first time we spoke about this on air.